For the fifth straight month, the U.S. economy lost jobs, 324,000 so far this year.
A meltdown in the mortgage industry.
This is the biggest point drop that has ever been seen in a day.
The worst financial collapse since the Great Depression.
This is cataclysmic.
American workers were laid off in numbers not seen in over 3 decades.
Whoever wins in November is going to come into office in January facing a deep recession, facing trillions of new liabilities.
This is a once-in-a-half century, probably once-in-a-century type of event.
Today, I say to you that the challenges we face are real. They are serious and they are many. They will not be met easily or in a short span of time. But know this, America, they will be met.
When Obama took office 4 years ago, basically he was dealing with an economic crisis. First of all, millions of jobs were lost, increasing deficit, and industries were failing. But look at him today. Instead of losing jobs, we're actually gaining them. And his plan completely restructured the auto industries. We still have a lot of things to do about dealing with taxes and jobs, but I believe that he has made a lot of progress.
On the day Barack Obama took office, America had already lost 4.4 million jobs. An economic disaster, the worst in a generation. Some said America's best days were behind us. But like America, he dug deep, fought back, and never lost faith in our ability to meet the challenge.
Over the past 2 years, we've seen considerable job growth in private sectors. We've also seen many reforms in credit card industries, healthcare, and even Wall Street. And instead of trying to help the president out, most Republicans have been trying to tear him down.
Virtually every Republican has decided to just say no to anything the president proposes.
Put me in the no column.
Vote no.
Vote no.
Republicans are getting a rap as the party of no.
Yesterday, in the end, not a single Republican voted for the bill, and apparently the relative merits of the legislation had little to do with it.
Our top political priority over the next 2 years should be to deny President Obama a second term.
Take the Republicans' tax policy for example. Romney's 20% cut sounds really good, but it's gonna be good news only for the rich. According to the Tax Policy Center, Romney would provide large tax cuts to high-income households and increase the tax burdens on middle and lower-income taxpayers. Estate tax, corporate tax, and alternative minimum tax, all gone.
Here's how Romney's plan is basically going to work. If you're earning anywhere from $200,000 to $500,000 a year, you're going to get around an $1,800 tax break. And that's somewhat reasonable for taxpayers. But if you're earning anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million, your tax rate goes up to $17,000. And for those who earn over $1 million, their tax rate averages around $87,000. $87,000 extra dollars on top of the previous Bush cuts in their pocket.
We're talking around $86 billion a year lost with these tax cuts. Over the next 10 years, that's probably anywhere from 3 to 5 trillion in assets to the federal debt. Now, in order for this to be revenue neutral, somebody's got to pay the bill. And that's just the middle and lower classes. Romney talks about all these deductions, but we don't know where they'll come from. Then what are Obama's plan?
First, we create 1 million new manufacturing jobs, help businesses double their exports, and give tax breaks to the companies that invest in America, not those that ship jobs overseas.
Second, we cut our oil imports in half and create more American-made energy, oil, clean coal, natural gas, and invest in other research like wind, biofuel, and solar, all while doubling the fuel efficiency of cars and trucks. Third, we ensure we maintain the best workforce in the world by preparing many additional math and science teachers and training millions of Americans with the job skills they need in our universities, cutting the price of tuition in half, and expand student aid so more Americans can afford it.
Fourth, a balanced plan to reduce our debt by $4 trillion over the next 10 years. On top of the money that we've already cut, I'd ask the wealthy to pay a bit more.
Romney believes with bigger tax cuts for the wealthy and lower corporate regulations, we'll all prosper. However, it's just the same plan that led us to this crisis in the first place.
Over the next few weeks, it's not about choosing between two different people, or even two different parties. It's about choosing between two different futures. Which candidate is going to rebuild our middle class, restore job growth, and improve our industries?
I think it's a clear choice.